Ministry of Civil Service and Administrative Reforms. I have the pleasure to extend a warm welcome to you all to this workshop, which is being organized in the context of the World Day for Safety and Health. The World Day for Safety and Health at Work is celebrated globally on 28th April, every year in commemoration and in solidarity with the workers who have passed away or have been injured in the course of their work. It is also meant to promote a culture of prevention by creating awareness among employers and employees on occupational safety and health issues. At the same time, the World Day for Safety is an awareness-raising campaign intended to focus international attention on emerging trends in the field of occupational safety and health and on the magnitude of work-related injuries, diseases, and fatalities worldwide. On this day, we need to reflect on the importance of safety and health of workers as a core value that can enable us to take a leap towards advancement and progress in society. At all times, therefore, we have to be conscious of the fact that working conditions have a major and direct impact on the health and well-being of workers in any organization. Occupational health and safety, in short, OSH, is concerned with protecting the safety, health and welfare of people engaged in work. As such, the goals of any OSH program are normally or generally to foster a safe and healthy work environment, protect workers and co-workers, and by extension, their family members, customers, and many others who might be affected in one way or the other by the work undertaken by any organization. There is no doubt, therefore, that the efficient management of OSH risks is best achieved by instilling a culture of safety and health within an organization. For example, by adopting a preventive approach, utilizing risk management and control principles, aligning OSH management systems with other business operations, and above all, involving everybody at the workplace and complying with the minimum legal standards. As a caring employer, the government of today has the primary responsibility to ensure the safety and health of all public officers. But this cannot be done by one organization or a few organizations. Officers at different levels in all workplaces must cooperate to ensure their own safety and that of their colleagues. So this year, the Ministry of Civil Service and Administrative Reforms has brought together all ministries and departments. We are glad to do it. We have a very good attendance. All ministries are represented. To mark the World Day for Safety and Health by holding this workshop on the theme, as you note on the screen over there, join in building a culture of prevention on OSH. Indeed, the Ministry of Civil Service and Administrative Reforms strongly supports the need for ministries and departments to be exemplary in their OSH performance, so as to ensure the protection of all their employees who may be affected by their work activities. Our officers have already, our officers at the Ministry of Civil Service, the OSH unit, headed by Mr. Kulin, they have already worked and put up systems and mechanisms across the service to assess and control risks aimed at preventing, among others, harm to people from work-related activities and incidents and accidents at the workplace that disrupt processes and services. I think everybody knows that we have in all ministries safety and health committees, and most of them are functional. And we have also in several ministries set up what we call OSH management systems. I'm sure my minister will talk about that, so he will give more details on this. So we therefore look forward to this workshop. In fact, to a successful workshop with the involvement of all distinguished resource persons. Here I would like to extend a warm welcome and thanks to Mr. Wongso, Dr. Irali, Mr. Wongso is a consultant on OSH. I'm sure he has been involved in these matters for many years. He was a public officer and he's still serving the public service. I'm very glad. With Dr. Irali from the Occupational Health Unit of the Ministry of Health, we'll also have one high-profile resource person, Professor Farrell, who will be here sometime later. So we thank you for having kindly accepted our invitation. And we would like also to thank all ministry departments who have agreed to release you as participants to attend this workshop.
Worldwide every year on the 20th of April. The theme chosen for this year, joining building a culture of prevention on occupational health and safety, urge us to reflect the importance of a safe and healthy environment. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been very much surprised to look at the figures that have been presented to me, and myself being issued from flight safety, health, occupational, and all this during my past years with the Mauritius. But when I see the figures, I can't realize that it is in fact a reality where most people doesn't care about the health and safety on the place of work, and furthermore, it should be in your daily life everywhere where you go around. There are about 337 million people around the world who are victims of work accidents, and more than 2.3 million people die because of occupational injuries or work-related disease. The statistics have shown that the poorest, least protected, least informed and least trained workers face the highest risk in terms of work-related accidents and illness. The most vulnerable, women, children, and people with disabilities are sadly more prone to become victims with the families face extreme poverty. In addition to the physical and psychological consequences, it is therefore important that the safety and health culture at the workplace prevails. But I would go furthermore, and I say not only at the workplace, it should be in your daily life everywhere where you go around. This is how you instill it. I believe that health and safety concern your own family. You have to mark that in your subconscious. It becomes part of your life. It will help you through your everything. I mean, when you're at home, people doesn't realize when you have this kind of culture, you have the reflex not to leave a teapot with the handle towards the end of the table, because if you have younger children, he will for sure pull on the teapot and burn himself. But this is the kind of culture that you have to build. Once you build it at home, you build it everywhere in your life. When you see somebody that walks around and see a can of Coke lying on the floor, he would care to pick it up because it is a danger. And it reminds me, my very small passage that I had at Diego Garcia. I was visiting the place where they were building, and there was one worker that was sent straight away into the plane, because the guy who was visiting the inspector, visiting the place where the building is being carried out, there was one nail that was lying on the floor, and the guy was sent back home. This is that kind, it's military, but I think we should start by that kind of military action. Because we can't accept that today you go to work and you don't care about your own environment. It is increasingly recognized that the protection of life and health at work is a fundamental human right. In other words, decent work implies safe work. In this context, employees, corporations, and participation in building a culture of prevention in occupational health and safety is vital everywhere in your life. Workers' participation is essential in order to implement solutions at enterprise level effectively. Even the best prepared guidelines will have little impact unless the workers express themselves on issue and make proposals based upon their own experience in the workplace. Employees and their representatives must therefore actively cooperate with employees in the implementation of preventive and protective measures. This implies a right to adequate information and knowledge of occupational hazards and risks related to the task, so as to be able to take care of their own safety and health and that of others. Ladies and gentlemen, our recent years shown that established preventive measures are effective in reducing traditional hazards and risks. However, we know that many dangers persist or otherwise new ones have emerged. New technologies and new forms of work organization bring new challenge risks associated with chemicals and biotechnologies are on the rise. So two of psychological risks as workers deals with the pressures of modern working life, exacerbated in times of economic crisis. This complex situation has an adverse impact on human lives, healthcare costs, and on economic performance. Occupational safety and health must be integral components of strategies for productive employment and decent work. It will involve striking the right balance between voluntary and mandatory approaches reflecting local needs and practices. But above all, occupational safety and health must become a reflex, like I say to everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with this perspective that this workshop has been organized. It is geared towards improving the knowledge of participants and in keeping them nurture a culture of safety and health which combine the commons and extended safety compliances with a systematic and structured approach. In Mauritius, recent developments have brought in fundamental changes in professional profiles. With the new direction of which the economy is taking, our protection system should undergo a paradigm shift from protection of health to promotion of health of our workforce. My ministry is looking forward to the full collaboration of all stakeholders to instill the culture of excellence. The necessary conditions are being created for conducive work environment which has been provided to inspire and improve the morale of public officers. This government is committed to provide a safety and health work environment for all workers, including those in the public service. The Occupational Safety and Health Unit in my ministry has been restructured and reinforced in manpower. Safety and health officers are posted in all ministries' departments in order to facilitate compliance with the requirement of safety and health. 2,567 safety audits have been carried out last year, and for this year we're targeting for about 5,000 audits. Moreover, to guide and assist organizations to develop and implement the occupational health and safety management system effectively, a practical guide on occupational health and safety management system in the civil service was officially launched last year. These guidelines can be used for promoting good occupational health and safety practice and can serve as an important tool for building a sound occupational safety and health culture. The Enhancements of Work Environment program was also introduced in order to assist ministries, departments to implement projects identified for safety audits and risk assessment exercises. Almost all ministries, departments have benefited from this program. Ladies and gentlemen, in an organization, every stakeholder has a key note to play in promoting a safety and health culture at the workplace level. The involvement of all stakeholders results in better observance of the rules, lower accident rates, and fewer work-related health problems. Therefore, employees and their respective should engage in playing this essential role. Even trade unions have an important role to play in building a culture of prevention on occupational health and safety program. In fact, I count a lot on all the trade unions to help us with this issue. I'm sure that here Mr. Gopi and Mr. Sajjan will do the most to help us for this. Thank you. A national occupational safety and health culture is one in which the right to safe and healthy working environment is respected on all levels, where governments, employees and workers actively participate in securing a safe and healthy working environment through a system of defined rights, responsibilities and duties, where the highest priority is accorded to the principle of prevention. However, ladies and gentlemen, a great speech is not about telling staff to improve health and safety, but also it is a very good opportunity to motivate your staff to work together for a common good. In fact, I would like to thank my staff Mr. There's nice SC, Mr. Jagul, Mr. Ulash, and Mr. Budan, and also from Health and Safety. I would like to thank you very much for setting up this workshop, which is essential. And I thank all the participants from different ministries who are here present. Thank you to Mr. Wong So, Mr. Sajjan, Mr. Gopi. And I'm grateful that you are here to hear the speech and that you will continue to bring the speech that I'm doing today, that it is really essential. This is where I belong, you know, from safety, health and safety. And I wish you to have an active participation in that kind of mindset that we want to bring to all the workers, not only in the government, in the civil service, but to the whole Mauritius, in fact. With these words, ladies and gentlemen, I invite you your active participation in this workshop and wish you all fruitful deliberation. I have now the pleasure to officially declare the workshop on Join in Building a Culture on Prevention on Occupational Safety and Health open. Thank you very much.